Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Can you guess which video we're filming today? I'll give you a second to realize. Did you guess it? I know that was cheesy. Anyways, so today we're filming the video where I show you how to do the Greek makeup side from the perspective of a Greek person and the American Greek version. So I actually got inspired to do this video from my favorite YouTuber, Christen Dominique. She did this video I think last year, maybe 2 years ago, where she showed you the Greek makeup side from the Greek person's perspective and the Greek makeup side from the American person's perspective, and I loved it. And I figured, maybe I can try it myself since I am Greek myself and I spend most of my life there. So this is my own twist to it. So this is the Greek makeup from the Greek person's perspective, and this is the American version. Could you tell? So I really like both of the sides. This is very natural, very everyday, and this is very glam and very not everyday. But yeah, let me know if you guys liked it. I actually posted a post on Instagram. I'm gonna put it somewhere here where I asked you guys what you wanted to see, and this one by far you guys really wanted to see this video, so I hope you enjoy. I hope I did a good job, and please let me know down below if you have any more ideas, if you have any more if you want me to do any more versus looks for different countries. So everyone, and let's start with the Greek side, which is going to be on the left side. So I'm gonna first prime, and let's see. Okay, so today I'm gonna use the No Problem Prime Essence, because I think that like in Greece they don't really like heavy anything, and this feels almost like nothing on the skin, but it still does a good job. So I'm gonna do that only on the left side. Oop, whoopsies. Ah, it's dripping. Of course, that happens today. Alright, now we're going to blend it into the skin, just on the left side. And it feels so weird to do it only on the left side, but that is what it is. Alright. And while we'll let that dry, I'm gonna move on to the eyebrows. So usually, if I remember correctly, we barely really do anything for our eyebrows. We try to keep it as natural as possible. So it's either using a powder or using a pencil. And I don't have a powder and I don't have a pencil because I've been using pomades for like the last year or so. So what I'm going to try is I'm going to try to use my pomade, but try to make it as natural as possible. So wish me luck. GLF Cosmetics pomade in the color Blonde. And I'm gonna take my Morphe M160-1/16. What the hell? Anyway, this small angle brush, and I'm gonna try and make a fuller eyebrow that looks natural, you know, because I was not blessed with the thick eyebrows. Which honestly I don't mind, because it gives me control of how I want my eyebrows to look like. So I usually start from the bottom. This eyebrow is more sparse than the other one, so it usually needs more love and care. So I start from the bottom, I try to slowly build it up. And then the top, and then I fill it in. So let's do that. Alright, so now that our primer is all done, we're going to move to foundation. And in Greece, because it's a very warm climate, they do not use heavy foundations on an everyday basis. They usually stick to that heavy foundation when they go out, like a night out or a party or whatever. On an everyday basis, they try to go as light as possible because, you know, it's not going to last in the hot temperature like that. So we usually go with BB creams and maybe like a light coverage foundation. For me right now, I'm going to combine my ColourPop BB cream in the shade Fair 2W, and my CC cream from It Cosmetics, which also has an SPF 40, which if you live in Greece, you would really appreciate that. These two combined will give you my favorite coverage and my favorite color combo, so let's mix them up. I usually just do one pump of both, and then I mix them up. And I just realized that I'm only doing half of my face, so maybe less than that. Oop. Yeah, forget about that. We're going all in. Then I use the back of one of my brushes and I mix until they're all nice and combined. And then I'm gonna take my handy dandy mirror, start spreading the color down. So there we go. So after I'm done layering things down, you're gonna see that you're still gonna be able to see skin, which is something that they really like. Because again, they wanna look natural, like the best version of yourself, for example. That's what I would say. Try to keep it on the left side only. Like that. And then on top, as close to the eyebrows as possible. Okay. This is so weird, just doing half of your face. Oops. And just try to smooth everything down. I try to keep my hair down so it can look cute, but they're getting in my way, so they're going on the right side. Alright, and that's that for the base. It should look something like this. You can still look my skin, but it looks better. And then for concealer, they don't really do highlighting. You might go like one shade lighter just cause, not that common. So I'm gonna grab a concealer that's closer to my shade. And this is going to be the Born This Way in the shade Snow. And I'm only gonna put just a tiny little bit under my eyes. And that's that. No forehead, no chin, no nothing. Unless you have like a acne spot that you want to cover, but that's about it. So like I want to cover this thing right here, so I'm gonna go like this. And then keep it on the inside where the darker spot is. And that's it. Done. Can't believe how people do this. No shade. It's just, you know, I'm used to more highlighting. Anyways, so we're gonna grab a smaller version of the same brush and just blend that around. Again, keep it as close to your eye as possible. And then just bring a little bit of this on your actual eyelid. Again, that's that. Now we're gonna move to the powder. The powder that I'm gonna be using now is the Airspun in Translucent, which is my favorite powder. And if you can get your hands on this, do so, because it's hella worth it and it's only $6 something, so highly recommend. I'm gonna just put some of the powder here and grab my little fluffy brush and then set my face. Again, there's no baking. There is no highlighting with powder either. It's just setting your face. And that's it. People are probably thinking right now, like, what the hell are they doing there? See all Americans quaking. Again, no shade. I love being extra. This actually feels weird to me, and I'm Greek, so that should say a lot. Alright. And there goes the powder. This simple. That's that. So let's see, I'm gonna think if I want to continue to the face or do the eye. I'm actually gonna stick with the face. So depending on if you like it or not, you can actually contour or you don't have to. I know that some people do, so I'm gonna try and do that just so I can also show you if you're interested in learning how to do it. So we're gonna grab these two shades down here, the more cool tone shades, and grab my favorite contour brush, which is this Luxie 512. Looks like so. And dip it in the two powders and go underneath my cheekbone. I actually try to go a little higher than that, only because I want some higher cheekbones, but that's just because of me. and use the lightest hand that you have, because again, Greeks want to look like very natural. If anything, you can hear people be like, oh no, this is not makeup, this is just me, it's just my actual cheekbone. I wish. Blend it out, and that's it. Nothing too much. One thing that I know they like, and they actually love, not only like, is bronzer. Because we live in a very hot, like, summery climate, so bronzer always look great on us. So I'm gonna get my little unicorn angle brush and pick up my Stila bronzer in light, which, as you can see, I really like. And put my brush in there and go to town. So bronzer slash blush are two things that they really like in Greece, and they're gonna go like full on with that. Just make sure you blend it so it doesn't look that crazy, and it looks a little crazy now, but I'm gonna blend it out with a clean brush. Actually, I'm gonna get the same brush I used to put my powder on, just to again make it a little more natural looking and blend it all together seamlessly. And that's that. Now, I personally do not like blush, so I usually do not wear it, but I know some people like it and prefer it to the bronzer. So I'm gonna use my Ciate London blush in Burned, and I'm gonna use like the slightest bit of it with my Moda blush brush. Just a little bit. Smile. Maybe a little bit on your nose. A little bit on the temple. That's it, done. And again, blend it out. And that's it so far. Now for my favorite part, and I know a lot of yours favorite part, highlight. That's a tricky subject now, because as I said, they want to look natural, so they're not about all that blinding highlight that we all know and love. So I'm going to try to find my most subtle highlight, if that's even possible. Give me a second, that's going to take a while. Alright, I think I found it. I'm going to use my Revolution Art, Makeup Revolution London highlight in Golden Goddess, which if you don't use it wet or you don't try to build it up, it's actually pretty subtle. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my Morphe M451 brush and dip it into the highlighting powder. Tap the excess off and then put a little bit on top of my cheeks. Even this is a little too much, but I don't have anything less than this. Okay, just on the top of the cheekbones, and maybe on the inner corner just a little bit to open up your eyes, but they won't really put it anywhere else. Maybe a little bit on the nose just cause. But usually people who live in Greece tend to have a more oily skin, so that when it comes to highlight, they try to keep it on areas where you can pull it off, you know what I'm saying? So that's that, and then let's go to the eyes. Now the eyes, as expected, are also pretty simple. Usually there's no eyeshadow, if any eyeshadow. And if you know how to make a wing, then you make a wing. If you don't, you just stick to mascara. So it's basically if you know how to do it or if you don't. So I'm gonna show you with a wing, because ever since I learned how to make a wing back when I was 15, I would always make a wing every single day. And all my friends would always ask me to do the wing for them, so that's what we're gonna do today. So what I'm gonna start with is I'm gonna actually take my bronzer as an eyeshadow and just put a little bit of that all over my lid. I'm gonna grab my favorite Morphe M433 brush and just load it up with the bronzer and just layer it. You can just keep it as a crease shade, or you can put it all over your eye. For the sake of the video, I'm gonna keep it all over the eye, because again, I'm extra, and putting only one shade down is killing me, but it's for the sake of the video. I'm not even sure if the camera picks this. I'm not even sure if the camera can pick this up, but it's there. It's subtle, but it's there. Alright, so that's that. Maybe I'm gonna bring it a little bit underneath too. Not too much, because they don't really focus on the lower lash line. It's mostly about the top. That's that. And now for my eyeliner, just like you guys know, I'm gonna use my favorite Physicians Formula liner. And I'm gonna make a wing, but the wing doesn't have to be a huge dramatic wing. It's all about being subtle, so it's gonna be a baby wing. So I'm gonna try, okay? I'm gonna try. No promises, but I'm gonna try. So I don't know how small this is considered, but it's the best I can do. And now for the thickness, it really depends on your eye shape and what you're comfortable with wearing. So I can go from really thin to really thick. I think that's really preferable. So that's the eye pretty much. Now we're gonna put mascara, and then that's gonna be pretty much it. So let's curl our lashes. And now my favorite mascara to use as its own, it's the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. And you guys, I used to wear this when I was back in high school, and ever since then it's still my favorite. Like, I've tried so many mascaras, this is the only one that does anything for my baby ass lashes. So I know this, they sell this in Greece, I know they sell it in Honda Center, and I know it's also in the US, so if you can get your hands on this, get it. I 10 out of 10 recommend. Unfortunately, it's almost empty for me, and because of Mrs. Corona, I haven't been able to go and get another one. So I might have to switch between this and another one, but if I could, I would only use this one. So that's gonna be it. And again, people in Greece do not wear fake lashes. Like, I don't even think you're gonna go down the street in the center of Athens and look at the girls around. I don't think you're gonna find one girl with fake lashes on. So we're not gonna do that, even though I love my lashes. But we're gonna stick to this. That's about the eye. I don't think they highlight their brow bone, so I'm not gonna do that. I am though gonna use some eyebrow gel, because I think they've been starting to do that ever since eyebrow gels became a thing. So I'm gonna grab my Maybelline one, just to make them a little more defined. I haven't done my eyebrows like this in so long. This looks so wrong, so weird. Oh well, so that's that. Now we're gonna move on to the lips. So something that people in Greece really love, it's lipsticks. Lipsticks, liquid lips, everything that has to do with lips, they're very passionate about. So it can be anything from nude to dark to whatever. Face makeup, it's so basic, you can actually put whatever color of lipstick you want. Right, so what we're gonna use today is gonna be this Kylie Cosmetics liquid lip in the color Boy Bye. It's like a mauve color. Looks like so. I can never pinpoint how these lipsticks smell. I think they're supposed to smell like candy, but I'm not even sure if they do smell like candy, but whatever. Let's apply this. I wonder how this looks, only having half of my lips painted. Oh well. And that's with the lip. That's that about the Greek side, and I'm gonna spray with some setting spray. This is going to be the Greek side look. And now let's move to the fun side, where the Americans would portray the Greek makeup. So for the American side, I'm finally gonna do my eyebrows the way that I love to do my eyebrows. And I'm actually gonna use two of my pomades to get my perfect color, which is the blonde and the auburn. Same brush, but different technique. And I don't want to bore you with how I do my brows, so I'm gonna fast forward it so you can see kind of how I do it, but not such a slow-mo. So that's that, and now I'm gonna carve it out with some concealer to make it even more fierce. Alright, that's that, and this is honestly not even my best work when it comes to eyebrows, but it's gonna have to do. I'm gonna use the rest of the concealer to use as an eyeshadow base. And that's the eyebrow and the eyeshadow base complete. I'm gonna use a little bit of my translucent powder to set my eye area so it doesn't crease, because that's gonna happen in like 0.2 seconds. Not too much, just a little bit, because I want my eyes to be a little sticky, if it's possible. For my foundation, I usually use like a medium to full coverage, or I might even just use my concealer for foundation. Today I'm going to use a mixture of what I used on this side and top it out with my concealer on all the highlighted areas to increase the coverage. So let me do that real quick. So that's that, and I'm gonna use my concealer to put even more coverage on the areas that I want, which is pretty much everything. Same concealer I've been using this whole time. And that's that, and then blend once again. Making the concealer under your eye in a triangle shape so you can highlight while also concealing any imperfections, and highlighting your chin, cupid's bow, nose, and temple, middle of the forehead. And that's that. And now again I'm gonna let this dry a little bit because it's really wet right now, and while this is happening I'm gonna focus on the eyes. I'm only gonna bake a little bit under my under eyes, so I want you to catch any fallout if there's any. There we go. Now for the Greek side, I'm gonna use my Jelly Beauty Proud palette. I actually have a code for this palette. I'm gonna have it right here somewhere in the screen, so you can buy this and save some money with my code. Help a gal out. And this is my favorite palette when it comes to colorful looks, because look at all these colors. You can do so many things. So many things. So what I'm thinking, again, when people think of Greece, they think of our beaches, they think of our history, they think about Cleopatra. So what I'm thinking is combining blues and golds to make a Cleopatra-ish, Greek-ish look. So let's see how's that gonna look out. Start by taking this small Luxie brush, the Luxie 111 brush, and take the color Ellen. This one right here. and use that as a crease shade. It's such a tongue twister. Crease shade. There we go. Gonna make this into a cat eye shape, so keep that in mind. Honestly, I wish Greek women would do their makeup like this, because it's so fun. I mean, you never saw Cleopatra go outside with just like mascara on, right? Again, no shade. That's just my opinion. They still women look beautiful with or without makeup, or with a slightly less makeup, or with full face of makeup. Then I'm gonna wing it as soon as I go down here. And you can extend it past your eyebrow if you want. I don't mind going a little further away. Okay, so that's the base, and I'm gonna get the Morphe M562 small blending brush here. And then just blend the edges. Try to blend the edges. Alright, so that's just me blending without eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna take the lightest blue of the palette, which is called Lady Phil, I think. What a name is that? Anyways. And I'm gonna use a little bit of that to blend the edges. You can tell that it already is making a difference. And then I'm gonna get a clean Morphe M433 brush and then blend the edges even more so they don't appear harsh. Alright, then I'm gonna move to the darker color. I'm gonna get a packer brush, which is more dense, so it's gonna pick up more pigment. This is just an e.l.f. brush. And I'm gonna use the darkest color in the palette, which is A-Lock. This one right here. It has a little bit of glitter in it, which I'm not a big fan of, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad. If anything, it's gonna make it a little more glam, which I don't mind. Actually gonna blend the darkest color with the middle darkest color, which is the Ellen, because I want a more subtle transition. Yep, something like that. And I'm gonna try and build this up. Slowly, take your time for this step. Don't have to rush it. You can even extend this a little bit on the inner corner. Gonna do this just a little bit just to darken it. Mainly on the outer corner. And switch between this packer brush and Morphe blending brush to make sure I don't have any harsh edges. Then for the middle part of my eye, I'm gonna go back to the lightest shade and pack that with my same packer brush. So it looks like a smooth transition between the darkest shade and the lightest shade. So it should look something like that. And now for the inner corner, I'm actually going to have to use a color from a different palette because I want bright white shade. I'm going to use the white shade from the Jeffree Star palette, the shade called Death Blow. Alright, so I ended up doing a little cut crease on the half part of my eye. The line is a little messy because we're going to fix it up later. But for now, I'm going to get my packer brush. This is a Morphe M213 and put this white all over where I did the cut crease. Don't be afraid to pack this color because I want it to be nice and opaque. This is basically what I want my eye to look like. So now we're going to go to the fun part and not the glitter eyeliner. The glitter eyeliner I'm going to be using is this Wet n Wild in the color Guided Wings, and it's like just a gold eyeliner. And I'm going to put it on top where I cut my crease, basically on top of the white, halfway through the lid. So there's that. And now I'm gonna do my actual wing, because we're going all out. Do a big cat eye wing, as big as your heart desires, because Cleopatra went all out, so we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go and extend my inner corner a little bit to give it more of a, again, cat eye look. Okay, let's finish up the lower lash line right now, and I'm going to use a combination of all the colors we have. I'm going to start from the darkest and then start blending out with the lighter colors. And I just want to point out, there's no fallout, so this palette is actually worth your money. I don't remember the exact price of the palette, but I'm going to have it floating somewhere here. You guys want to see? And I'm gonna have the link to the website in the description box below if you want to go and check it out. Feel free. So now I'm taking the small Morphe brush and the lighter shade so I can blend that out. Gonna try and leave the inner corner open. But I am going to use a little bit of black eyeliner only on the outer part. Just on the outer corner. And if you want, you can bring it back to the middle of your eye, but don't extend it more than that. I'm also going to tightline, but you don't have to see this. I'm going to do that off camera. I come right back. Alright, so that's our eyes so far. So now let's curl our lashes and apply some mascara. I'm actually gonna use this mascara right now, the Tarte Big Baddie, no, Big Ego. Let that dry, and while that's gonna happen, I'm gonna highlight, and I'm gonna use the highlighting shade from the Jeffree Star palette again. I am in Ashes with the same packing brush I used before. Should look something like this. Now we're gonna get ready to put some lashes on. In America we love false lashes, so I'm gonna use a pair because you can barely see my baby eyelashes and that's not a cute look, especially with this amazing blue eyeshadow. So I'm gonna use a pair of eyelashes that I got from AliExpress. I've lost the box, I don't know what name it is, but it kind of looks like this. And first of all, we're gonna line our lash line with the glue and then apply the false lashes. And then pick up your lashes, either with your hands or with a tool. Either way works. And I usually just glue them in the middle and then adjust the sides. Like so, and then grab the sides and stick them down where I want them to be, and then just push to make sure that they're nice and secure. When you got that down, I usually like to push them upwards And then use your fingers to mesh your real lashes with your fake lashes. And that's pretty much it. Look at the big difference that made though. Alright, let's continue to the face. Of course we're gonna contour, because we love contouring. Same brush I used for the Greek side, and same colors, just a little more harsh. Oh, almost forgot to dust the bake for my face. Let's do that. No fallout, so we love that. Alright, let's continue with the contouring. And now let's set the rest of our face with powder, because I almost forgot to do that. Keep it underneath your contour so you can make it look nice and harsh. There's that, and I'm gonna spray a lot of setting spray so it can melt seamlessly to your face. Now I'm gonna contour my nose real quick. I'm gonna use my favorite contour brush, just the Luxie 131, same colors, and then make this nose disappear. Not really. To blend, use the same brush I use for powder to blend the edges, and that's that for the contour. Let's move to the bronzer. I'm gonna use the same one I used for the Greek side, same brush and all, and let's do this. Temple, cheeks, jawline, and nose. It's all about being extra. And then blend it out so it doesn't look very harsh. And it looks more natural. Now for highlight, we want something to go with a nice blue over our eyes, so I'm gonna try and combine two colors. Combine the Ofra in Glazed Donut and the Fenty Beauty and Mint Mojito. Okay, so a layer of the Ofra. A little bit on the nose, bridge, Cupid's bow, chin, eyebrow, blue one, just a little bit for the blue undertone, same areas as well, and that's that. Now time for the lippies. Keep it on the nude side because the eyes are so dramatic. So this is my favorite, I don't even know what to call this. I guess it's a liquid lipstick, but it has a shine like a gloss, and I just love wearing it by itself or with some gloss on top. So I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild liquid catsuit, it's called, in the color Sand Nudes, and honestly this is my absolute amazing lip product. So let's put that on. Can you see that it's glossy? But it has a really good coverage too. I'm actually gonna keep it like this. I'm not gonna add a gloss because it already has a glossy finish to it. I'm just gonna put some eyebrow gel on my eyebrows, spray some setting spray, and the look's gonna be completed. Alright, so this was the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked one side and the other side and the whole concept, the whole idea. If you have any more ideas, you can just tell me down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell and follow me on my socials. And I love you all so much. Bye!